You can find many tutorials on my channel on how to use different bot platforms to automate your trades, but lately I got some questions about how all these things are working together. And precisely because of that, I thought to make this video for the people at the start of the journey that do not really know exactly how you can use bots to automate your trading. So if you're interested to use crypto bots and you are curious about how does this work, then this is the right video for you. Let's dive into this simple diagram I put together to try to illustrate this process better. As you already know, if you're thinking about automating tradings, I assume you already have some money on a crypto exchange. The exchange is the place where we buy the coins and sell them, of course, to try to turn into a profit, right? That is the definition of the trade, as you already know. This is the first thing you are going to need. An exchange might be, for example, Binance, FTX, KuCoin, Crypto.com, Coinbase, you name it. Now a quick shameless plug. If you don't have an account on these exchanges, you can find links in the description, and using them when you create an account, I will get a small reward if you are actually going to deposit money and do some trades. So thank you for that in advance. Now let's get back to the exchange part. Why do we want to use bots? We would want to use bots for many reasons. One would be for speed. The bots are much quicker than you to do manual orders. This would be one of the reasons. But one of the most important reasons is actually that you can leverage much better your time. You can have the bots running 25 hours, 7 days a week without any problem. The only mention important to be made here is that you need to monitor them to be sure that they are executing the trades according to the strategy. And yes, now the last point and very important one, you need a strategy. You need some signals that you will send to your bot, and the bot will execute the trades on your exchange. Now let me drag this more and let's see the full picture here. As you can see here, we have the exchange, the crypto bot and the crypto platform, and the strategy. You can design your strategy, I don't know where. I am aware only about TradingView because it has many indicators, and that's why it's very used and very popular. In a nutshell, how this process works, it's very simple. When your strategy criteria is met, TradingView creates an alert. When the alert is created, the crypto bot or the automating platform reads that alert and executes the order on the exchange. So this is the very important process that you need to understand here. So creates a strategy, very simple one. Let's say like every time when the 10 EMA crosses above the 21 EMA, you want to open a trade. Then you can create in TradingView an alert based on this condition. And when that condition will be met, it will create an alert. And it's created here, right? Of course, you need to connect these two together. These two will be together. And then the CryptoBot will read that alert and execute the order here. Yes, so simple it is. Let me dive a little bit deeper on these two other parts, because I talked about the exchange. Like the exchange is the place where you need to have your money. Your money will be all the time in the exchange. Very important when you enable access to your CryptoBot, very important to not allow it to withdraw your funds. Give it permissions only for trading, not for withdrawals. Very important. All right, and some of these CryptoBots, very popular ones, I make videos about them, as you know already in my channel. I think the most popular one is 3 commas. The other one that I make a lot of videos about is alertatron, which you'll find lots of videos, of course. And another one that I started to use right now, and I'm using right now at the time with all my bots, is zignaly. If you want to learn how to use zignaly for free, then you are more than welcome to become a patron, because I created a tutorial and documentation for this, how to use it, and I am there to help you to get up and running using it. And of course, other perks like some good settings for the Trade Pro indicators, so you can save lots of your time. Now, when you are going to decide which CryptoBot you are going to use, it's very important to know if your exchange is available on the CryptoBot, because they have limitations. And by far here, 3 commas works with most platforms. So this is an advantage. On the other hand, bots like alertatron or zignaly are working with less exchanges, but they are more advanced from other perspective, that from the functionalities, from the type of orders you can take. 3 commas is very rigid from this point of view. But yeah, let's leave it at that for now. If you want just to test it out, 3 commas is very good because it allows you to use only one bot for free. So that's perfect if you want to start dipping your toes in the water of crypto world. It's more than perfect for that. Start with that, see how it goes, and after that see if you want to upgrade, if you want to buy a subscription, or if you want to try other service in case you need more advanced features. Okay, and now going back to TradingView. Here is the place where you are putting together your strategy. Yeah, like I said, I just gave an example when EMA 10 crosses above the EMA 21, then open a trade. But you are aware about that. If you are going to do that every time, you will lose money, of course. And how you find out if you are going to lose money or win money, it is by testing your strategy. And this is where the Trade Pro indicators are coming in very handy, because he built up these indicators where you can change settings until you find good results, and you might consider to try that in the future. Or if you, for example, find out, you see a video on YouTube or some YouTuber talks about some good EMAs, and you try to test those EMAs and see the results actually. Because this happened to me actually. I've seen this YouTuber selling a very high priced indicator, and he was using 2 EMAs. And when I tested, I never got good results with those EMAs, right? So this is a very good start. And there are many strategies. Like I said, the EMA cross is a very popular one, and its EMAs are very popular in many strategies. TradePro has currently 5 indicators, if I'm not mistaken. So he has this one, EMA crossing. He has Ichimoku cloud strategy. He has one with the MACD. He has one with 3 EMAs and ATR and stochastic RSI. And the last one he released, it's with super trends, which is quite simple strategy and very popular. So in order to get access to all these indicators, you will need to become a patron for TradePro. I made a video about how you can join TradePro Patreon, and you can watch it right here. You don't need to use this, like I said. If you have your own strategy, then it's perfect, but it's important to be able to put it in code, right? If you have a manual strategy that is difficult to code, like for example, if you are using hidden divergence in the RSI, for example, that's difficult to code. Or if you are using fractals, because they are repainting, they are coming up much later. You cannot get the signals in time to execute the strategy. So this depends on what you want to do. It's not necessary, like I said, but if you can code yourself your strategy, then it's even better than that. And there are not only TradePro indicators, there are many indicators out there, many people offering indicators. So I am personally using TradePro, and that's why I'm endorsing him. I do not know the guy in real life. I just like his YouTube content and what he's offering to his patrons on Patreon. Now, just quickly to recap this. So we need to devise our strategy in TradingView, and our strategy will be executed by our bot on the exchange. So we need all these 3 components. As always, I am not a financial advisor, and I always recommend you to start with the least amount of money. Personally, I always try to use free products, but only if they are providing what I expect to get. Because, for example, there are some free bots that are not working as expected. So if you start putting money on those bots, you will lose money. And that's not good, because they will miss executing some alerts, which is the entire point of doing this, right? So it's very important to have that in mind. And that's why there are not many good alternatives to Zignaly, free alternatives at least. 3 commas is good, but only one bot, you cannot do anything. You can have only one long bot or short bot, right? Or if you do dollar cost averaging, then that might be okay, because you can have a multi-pair bot and you can trade on multiple pairings. That is not to go so advanced as using the TradingView strategy. And it's very important to keep in mind that DCA bots usually don't have stop loss, or most effective strategies of them don't have any stop losses. And this is what we get with TradePro indicators. We get in all his strategies stop losses. We get an entry with take profit and stop loss. And this is the right way to trade. Now is the time for you to smash that like button. And if you did not like the video, please leave me a comment and tell me why. Thank you for watching, have a good one and see you around.